Hi traders, once again this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com here today to talk about our drawdown to recovery calculator. We recently added this to our site, and it's just a tool that you can use ahead of time before you start trading to find a comfortable max drawdown for yourself uh, based on your current account's balance. You want to know what your uh, depending on your risk tolerance, you want to know uh, if you incur a drawdown, how far percentage wise, how much gain you're going to need in order to get back to that break even level. Um, and that's going to vary, and even the period's going to vary depending on how you trade. Like for instance, if someone were a day trader, maybe you want to set a max drawdown on a daily basis, and that's very easy to come up with using this calculator. If you're more of a swing trader, maybe you want to pay attention to a max drawdown on a time frame basis, like on a once per week, so that you can put in into your trading plan. If I'm at this level, I've exposed this much drawdown on the week, then I'm going to stop trading at that point on the week. And maybe you're very large or a very aggressive trader, and well, yeah, certainly very large, and maybe not as aggressive. I will say a more long-term investor, in that case, or maybe an institutional trader. Either way, in that case, you would probably want to calibrate this max drawdown on the monthly basis, and we're really trying to calibrate this based on how for that drawdown in exposure, uh, what's that distance to break even. And you're going to find as we pop some numbers in here that depending on the drawdown, the distance to break even can get exponentially harder on you to achieve. And I done some risk management videos earlier, but I thought about it and talked it over with my brother, and we derived this tool because it's another great example, and it's something that you can use dynamically. I'm not sure if many of you are aware, but we are automating our trading signals on our site now via the signal push service, and I believe inside of the signal push service, excuse me, there is a place for you to set a limit and stop the bleeding. Uh, a good use for this calculator, in my opinion, is to determine that place where you're going to stop the bleeding, that max drawdown on the day, by looking at the distance from that drawdown to recovery on a percentage basis. Now, you're not going to have to do any of the math. All you have to do in order to derive any drawdown is to simply type into these two boxes here your starting balance. Let's say we started with let's say we're starting with 1,000, so we're going to enter in 1, and let's say we are going to take our account down to 700, and all you'd have to do is just push calculate, and we can see that we would be down 30% at that point, and it's going to take us 42.85% in appreciation in our account just to get back to break even. This is a very useful tool for planning how much you're going to expose on a given day to the market prior to going out there and taking a shot. It's always good to plan for take profits. It's always good also to plan for when our plans don't work out as well. So it goes hand in hand. This tool right here, our drawdown to recovery calculator, goes hand in hand with proper risk management. And the tool's dynamic. You could see that if we were to change this number, 1200, and we'll see there we've got a 41.67% drawdown on our account from 1200 just to 700. And an interesting thing is the exponential growth that's required here. While this is just a 41.67% drawdown, you can see that at this point we need our account to grow by 71.42%, just in order to get back to break even. All of this is something that you can look at and think about, be aware of, and run these calculations prior to going to the market and limit your risk, because the message from this calculator, and as you'll see in if you decide to work with it, I'm going to put a link to it down at the bottom of the description if you're looking at this on YouTube. But you'll have a chance to really plan prior to going to the market, because let's look at maybe $1,200, and we're going to just say we're down $100 on the day, and you can see we're down here 8.33%. It's only going to take us 9.09% in appreciation just to get back to our break-even point. So it's a very useful tool. I hope a lot of people out there trading can take advantage of this tool. Uh, there's no Excel needed in this case, and I found similar formulas, but they were only available in Excel, and some people don't have Excel to begin with. So this is just a nice, simple calculator available for free on our site at binaryoptionstutor.com. Uh, Thanks for listening, and as always, you guys are encouraged to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If we've helped you, please help us by helping spread and share the tools that we make available on our site, many of which are for free.